Woke Ideologies and the New Thought Police, Orwell's 1984 made real. This video takes a critical look at how modern woke ideologies might be echoing George Orwell's warnings in 1984, exploring how this manifests in society today and the psychological impact it has on us. Imagine a world where free thought is no longer allowed, where every word you speak, every action you take, and even your private beliefs are scrutinized and judged. A world where dissent is not only discouraged but punished. George Orwell's 1984 painted a chilling picture of society controlled by a totalitarian regime that uses surveillance, manipulation, and psychological control to enforce conformity. But what if I told you we're not that far from that reality? In today's world, we have something that looks eerily similar: the rise of woke ideologies and the emergence of new thought police. In this video, we'll explore how woke culture might just be the modern-day incarnation of Orwell's dystopia, and how the thought police of our time are silencing dissent under the guise of progressivism. Woke ideologies, often rooted in the pursuit of social justice, have undeniably brought attention to issues of race, gender, sexuality, and power dynamics. On the surface, they aim to create a more equitable society, and in many ways, that's a noble goal. But over the past decade, we're seeing something darker emerge. The call for equality has increasingly transformed into a demand for conformity, where orthodox opinions on social issues aren't just encouraged, they are enforced. The woke movement has morphed into a dominant ideology that expects complete alliance, and failure to comply isn't just frowned upon. It leads to social ostracization, censorship, and cancellation. In Orwell's 1984, the state had the thought police, a force dedicated to erasing any form of independent thought, questioning the party line, or even subtle forms of rebellion. Today, we might not have official state-enforced censorship yet, but we do have the digital thought police, a powerful combination of social media mobs, corporate accountability, and public shaming that punishes individuals who dare to think of or speak outside the orthodoxy. The thought police of today: cancel culture. In Orwell's dystopia, doublethink was the ability to hold two contradictory beliefs at the same time, and newspeak was the creation of a language designed to limit thought. While we don't have a literal newspeak, today's cancel culture acts like a form of linguistic policing, a system where certain words, phrases, and opinions are considered unacceptable, regardless of context or intention. One wrong tweet, one slip-up in a conversation, one comment taken out of context, and you're branded as toxic, problematic, or even worse, a threat to societal harmony. It's a surveillance state, but not one run by a government. Instead, it's run by the collective consensus, where the mob decides what is allowed to be said and thought. Even the language itself becomes a tool of control. If you don't say the right thing, if you don't phrase it in the approved manner, you're labeled as an enemy of progress. Just like Orwell's Ministry of Truth, which edited history to align with the party's goals. We are witnessing an erosion of nuance. The truth in this context becomes whatever the current woke narrative deems acceptable. Psychological impact, the fear of speaking out. Now let's talk about the psychological toll this has on us. In Orwell's 1984, the ultimate form of control wasn't just thought physical surveillance. It was physical control and psychological control. It was the fear that any moment you could be watched, judged, and punished for even your thoughts. Today, we see something similar, the fear of saying the wrong thing, or being misunderstood or misrepresented. The pressure to conform to woke standards forces many to remain silent in contentious issues, not because they agree with the dominant narrative, but because the risk of backlash is simply too high. Psychologically, this creates an environment where self-censorship becomes second nature. The chilling effect on free speech is not just a matter of losing your job or followers, it's a matter of losing your sense of self. It's the constant questioning of how you think, why you think, and if your thoughts will ever be deemed acceptable. The paradox of wokeness. Liberty versus control. It's interesting, isn't it? The woke movement claims to fight for freedom. Freedom from oppression, freedom from bias, freedom from injustice. But in many ways, it has begun to resemble the very system of control Orwell warned us about. The modern thought police have their own rules. There are topics you can't discuss, words you can't say, and ideas you can't change. This paradox is clear. While the woke movement seeks to liberate, it often restricts freedom in the name of social justice. Just as Orwell's Big Brother claimed to serve the people while actually controlling them, today's woke ideologies claim to protect equality while often stifling free thought. Here's the uncomfortable truth. In the name of progress, we might be building a world that's more like 1984 than any of us are willing to admit. The new groupthink, conformity masked as activism. Now, we see the rise of what I like to call the new groupthink. It's not about healthy debate or diverse perspectives anymore. It's about unquestioned alliance to a set of beliefs that cannot be challenged. In Orwell's 1984, anyone who dared to challenge the parties was re-educated or eliminated. In today's world, dissent isn't always met with violence, but it's met with shaming, cancellation, and social exclusion. This is where the psychological manipulation really hits home. Groupthink is a powerful force. When the prevailing ideology is so dominant, even those who disagree often remain silent out of fear of social isolation. They fall in line not because they believe in the cause, but because the fear of being ostracized outweighs their desire to speak their truth. So what's the solution? How do we protect our freedom of thought in a world where thought police is becoming more powerful every day? The answer lies in critical thinking, in the courage to speak up even when it feels uncomfortable. We need to question the narratives we're being fed and understand that true progress isn't about silencing dissent, but about having honest, open conversations, even if they're difficult. Let's make sure that in our pursuit of justice, we don't lose the very thing that makes us human, the ability to think for ourselves.